Apple is in a ton of pressure. They've been forced to comply with the USB-C standard by the EU just recently, and now they're being forced to adopt RCS and sideloading apps. Stay tuned to learn more about it. You heard me right in the intro. Apple's finally joining the messaging party that Android's been hosting for years. By 2024, your iPhone will be adopting the Rich Communication Services Standard, commonly known as RCS. It'll make messaging with Android much more smoother. No more playing Spot the Pixel on grainy images or wondering if your text got lost in the digital void, since read receipts and typing indicators are coming to the rescue. Now, these messages will still be dressed in green bubbles, not to be confused with the exclusive blue bubbles of iMessage, which, by the way, Apple's holding on to very tightly. This isn't Apple accepting a friend request from Android users. It's more like finally acknowledging their texts at the dinner table. Now, who's forcing Apple to do this? Daddy EU, of course.
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Their Digital Markets Act has been cracking down on a ton of features that Apple and other companies have been trying to hold so dearly. Either way, get ready to say goodbye to message sent as a text and hello to smooth encrypted chit-chat. We're not done with EU versus Apple. Because of the Digital Markets Act, Apple is also being forced to comply and allow sideloading on iPhones. Now, sideloading is the process of installing an app that came from third-party sources, and this means we don't have to rely on Apple's App Store, and we should be able to use third-party app stores instead. And on the other hand, developers wouldn't have to pay Apple's steep 15 to 30% fees to have their apps put up on the Apple App Store. This should have been already in effect since the EU's DMA has been in effect since 2022, and while Apple didn't comply yet, they have until 2024 to do so. But as you can expect, Apple is still fighting the EU regulation, saying that doing this can compromise the security and privacy protections that are in place to protect users from scams, malware, and data tracking. Now, Apple being stubborn and all, I'm sure they'll comply in their own way, but they'll probably set up a verification process for third-party apps, which they already do on Macs. This way users can still be safe, and Apple will be happy with the revenue from verification fees. They are not the biggest tech company for being nice after all, but since this is EU regulation, Apple might only allow sideloading for European countries, but I sure do hope this would be a worldwide trend. Moving on, Qi2 wireless charging is almost here. Now, we all know Qi to be the wireless charging standard that phones and other accessories use, and they're about to release the Qi2 standard, which is essentially identical to the iPhone's MagSafe. For those who are not familiar, picture this: your phone snapping onto a charger as easily as a magnet on a fridge. That's the convenience Qi2 brings to the table. The Wireless Power Consortium, which is the authority behind all this, is now wrapping up certifications, and over 100 devices are about to get the green light. The iPhone 15 will be the debut star of the Qi2 show. Yes, they already have MagSafe, but if you don't have an Apple-certified charger, you'll be stuck with 7.5 watts instead of 15 watts. With the Qi2 standard being passed, the iPhone will now allow 15 watts charging with Qi2 certified chargers. And no, it's not just for Apple users, as Android users and even accessories like wireless earbuds can look forward to this speedy boost too. No more charger gatekeeping from Apple.
You shall not pass!
That's it for this week's tech news. But before you go, what else do you want Apple to change? Comment down below, and please consider subscribing for more tech news and reviews in the future. But I'll see you in the next video.